Hey guys, Effie here. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble our new Twist and Pop SVG cut file. I'm not going to show you how I made this exact card, but if you are interested, let me know in the comments below and I will make a video. But until then, I'm just going to show you how to install the pop-up mechanism inside a card base so that you can make this pop-up card. After you've purchased and downloaded your new cut file, head on over to Design Space and upload that new cut file onto your Design Space workspace. So after you've inserted those images onto your work area, you can see that the two images are grouped together. In this tutorial, we're going to turn all these individual cut lines into score lines. And when I say the cut lines, only the actual lines and not the solid images. And the first step is to right click and ungroup your images. So now you can move everything around individually. Then head over to the right side here and you want to highlight all these cut lines all together. You want to select them all at the same time with the exception of these solid shapes. So if you're using a Mac, all you need to do is hold down the Shift key as you click on each of the cut lines, but you want to hold that Shift key down so that those cut lines are highlighted and selected all at the same time with the exception of those two solid pieces. As you click on each section, it's going to turn gray and that indicates that you've highlighted it. Make sure you don't click on those solid areas. So once you've done that, head on over to the left side of the screen. At the top portion, there's a drop-down menu. You're going to click the score option instead of the cut option. Next, I'm just going to click anywhere on my workspace area to deselect everything. Then I'm going to reselect that top image with all those score lines. And I want to make sure that I get that solid image as well. I want to make sure all of this is highlighted. And then I'm going to move my mouse over to the bottom right-hand portion and just click that attach button. And what this feature does is that it allows you to cut that solid shape and it'll also score those lines within that solid shape. If you don't press that attach button, your machine is going to score those lines somewhere else other than that solid image. So you're going to repeat the process that we just did on that second image. We turn the cut lines into score lines and then we're going to attach the second cluster, and now we're going to make our project. And now I'm at my craft desk. I have my pieces cut and I also have a top folding A2 size card base which we're going to install our twist and pop mechanisms. So we have the two pieces that we cut out and you can see that we have the score lines scored right into the pieces. We're going to start with this piece first. You can see that you have the score lines there's an X right here in the middle and then you have a score line right through the center that goes horizontally through this piece. There are also two vertical score lines at both ends and you're not going to fold these. These are just indicators of where you want to apply your adhesive. So I'll get more into that when the time comes. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold along the X's just like so. Then flip the piece around and fold it in half along that horizontal score line. Then flip it back over and now we're going to start to bend and fold to create this mechanism. So what you want to do is hold these two triangles and then you want to kind of push the wings inside. Next, I opened the mechanism back up, I flipped this over and applied some glue or adhesive to the triangle areas. You want to make sure that you only apply glue to the inside areas or portions of the triangles. Don't go outside those folded score lines. Then I'm going to take my T-square ruler and I'm just going to put a tick mark in the center of my open card base along the score line. And the center is at 4 1/8 inches. Next, we're going to adhere that first mechanism piece inside our card base, and you want to line up that tick mark with the open circle of that first mechanism piece. And you want to make sure that this is going nice and straight across the center of your card base, and to make sure that it's lined up, make sure that the card base score line is lined up with that horizontal score line of that first mechanism piece. Then close your card base and make sure that the wings come together inside. And now we're done with that first piece. Let's move on to the second piece. This second piece has 3 score lines within this long rectangle. So let's start folding. For this first fold, we want to do a valley fold. The second fold will be a mountain fold, and then a valley fold for the last and third score line. Now I'm going to put this aside and apply some adhesive to that first mechanism piece that's already inside our card base. I'm just indicating where you should apply the glue now. So where I made the hatch marks, you want to make sure that you only apply glue here. You don't want to go above the score line on the left side or below the score line here on the right side. So stay within those hatch marks and don't go anywhere else. Next, I'm going to take my second mechanism piece and just adhere it over the 2 wings where we just applied the adhesive. Then you're going to start to close your card base, and you have to give it a little bit of a push, and you're going to see that that inner mechanism, that second piece, is going to start twisting to the side. And that's what we're looking for. And now you have a Twist and Pop interactive card that you can decorate for your next card. So I use my Cricut Explore Air too. However, I will also make a tutorial for a Brothers Scan and Cut. Be sure to check out the rest of our digital files because I've been uploading new files every week. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!